Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Scripto. I'm gonna show you guys some shit today. We're gonna make a beat, just like last time. But I'm gonna show you this app for you producers out there. I know sometimes. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, so I know sometimes people get writer's block, and no one can think of melodies, and no one can think of what they want to fucking do. So look, there's an app. It's like $2, maybe $3 in the App Store. It's called. It used to be called. Damn, I actually don't even remember what it used to be called. But now it's called TONALY. So let me show you this. So this is the app. Oh, it used to be called Circle of Fifths, is what it was called. It was literally just called Circle of Fifths. But now it's called TONALY. But basically, if you look, it's got the Circle of Fifths on there. You can use this app. You can pull up any scales. If you want every scale that like is known to fucking man, it's like an extra 99 cents. And then you get every scale, and you can just go through them. Pick what scale you want to use. For example, today I'm going to use the Aeolian minor scale. And then you can go and you can fuck around with the... So, like, for example, I just put that. There's a mode called songwriting mode, and you can, manually put what chords you want to use. So, for example, I just did that. By the way, not paid at all, not sponsored or anything, but good app. I use it a lot. I'm literally going to use it for this video right now. So, basically, the chords that I had written down were G minor, D minor, E flat, and F. So, we're going to lay this out. First, we're going to pull up the sampler. As usual, we're going to do the minor natural, Aeolian, the G. So we're just going to put this here because we're going to do some melodies with these chords. So we just know what notes we should be using. Alright, look, we're just going to lay it out the way it is. Okay, so listen, when you do these chords, if you, let's say you wanted to add some sort of notes up here, okay, if you don't know what chords or what notes to use, and let's say you don't know what scale the chords you picked are in or whatever, right? Okay, you can literally do this. So use the notes of the chord as individual notes. So for example, G minor, which is this right here, is G, A sharp, or B flat, and D. So if I wanted to add some cool shit with this, I could literally just go up here and use these same notes. So like D. Now, let me also remind you, for example, I can use this scale because I have the right scale, but you don't really have to, I guess. Okay, so now I got the melody pretty much laid out. one moment, I forgot I'm making mac and cheese. Want to see me take a shit? Hey. It's really quite simple. Literally, to make melodic shit, you can just fuck around. I lost the fucking piano I was using. I dead ass lost the fucking piano I was using. How does that even happen? Whatever. I don't know which one I was using. Alright, I like this one. Alright, so look, it's really that easy to make melodic shit. I mean, this is just the most simple chord progression, and then you just fuck around with the notes. Like, just play with it until it sounds good. But just when you do the sampler, you know what I'm saying? Because when you do the sampler, you know that you're in key. Sometimes you'll have to change a note here and there because it just doesn't work, but it's still in the same scale. It just goes too, like, it sounds correct, but it's too far from the note you're coming from. Just stay in the scale and, like, just play around with it until you like it. And then you can do shit like this and put a fucking delay on it and make that shit sound crazy. I want to soften this up, so like, it's a little softer, I guess. Where am I? Alright, so now that I got this laid out, I like this. I'm gonna pick another sound to back this. It's a low key kind of keyboard. It's gonna follow the exact same. This is gonna be exactly the same. I might change a note here and there, but just something subtle in the background that goes with it. So when you want to make like melodic melodies, make one with the sound that you really like, and then you can choose a different sound that complements it. It's by ear, like what sounds good. Eventually, like everybody makes a melody here and then that they kind of choose like the wrong sound to back with it. It just kind of comes with practice. The more you do it, the better you'll get at picking sounds and figuring out what sounds good with what. I even sometimes pick sounds and I end up at the very end of the beat after I've laid it, arranged it, all of that. I'm like, fuck that, and I change it at the very last minute to something better. Like that sounds pretty damn good with it, I think. More subtle, maybe a little more stereo separation, and some reverb, make that like really, really. Sometimes I like to add another pad in the background. So let's see, maybe we can have some sort of cool pad that'll sound good. Like this one, it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but it'll work. Yeah, that sounds good. So now we have 3 different sounds here now that sound pretty fire. Put some reverb on this. All right, so now we're gonna go through and pick out the drums. So this is like an Icy Twat open hat. I really like it. I like Icy Twat. He's a pretty dope producer. I kind of fuck with that. So when I do my drums, I like to layer them, or not layer them, well, yeah, kind of layer. Well, no, I like to layer my hi-hats, but my drums I like to change the key every once in a while. Instead of having them all the same. Like, instead of having them all the same, I'll change notes and, make it a little bit. Get the 808 in here. Alright, so obviously there was some sort of clashing thing going on with this. So I'll just EQ out the bass a little bit out of the pad, keep it a little more trebly, midi. Okay, so that's pretty much the beat. Oh no, I want to do the hi-hats too. I almost forgot about that. Alright, so... Alright, so for these hi-hats, I'm gonna do a little MacGyvering. I actually think I might take this pad out completely. Yeah, I think the pad is just too much. There's just a lot going on. I don't think that pad goes that well with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the pad off. Fuck it. Alright, so now just some quick EQ shit. So obviously you want room for everything. So this is the hi-hat. So I'm gonna put a high pass filter on that and bring it over. Alright, so this is the open hat, the little symbol. This thing. Whoops. So just bring it over. EQ it a little bit. I pretty much EQ the hi-hats and the cymbals the same, pretty much. This. Oh yeah, this thing. So this is just a little effect I wanted to add at the beginning. I'm gonna put some reverb on this. I want this to be like far. Now the snares, I don't even really need to listen to them to know how to EQ them. Pretty much like this, like this, like this. So for my hi-hats, I just like to change certain parts of it. Just layer them a little bit, not make them so, you know, change the notes of them so they sound a little more different, I guess you could say. That's a pretty solid ass little, you know, little beat, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now I'm just going to arrange this. I always forget the fucking kick. I always forget the fucking kick. Yeah, so the kicks are gonna do the same as the 808. Just follow it. Just add like a punch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna route the kick to the 808. To the 808, right? So this is the kick. Bah, to the 808. And then for my 808s, I'm gonna have them here too, but I'm gonna clone it and just change it up a little bit for this like verse section. Alright, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's mixed, everything's mixed, everything's ran through what I needed to run through. That's pretty much the beat. Yeah, that's just how you make like melodic ass beats, bro. Like, it's pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? Just follow the rules of music theory, follow the scales, use the scales. In FL Studio, they give you scales, like, use them, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a fucking Beethoven or fucking Mozart. You don't have to requiem these motherfuckers, bro. You just gotta use the tools that are at your disposal, dude. There's so much shit in FL Studio you can use, like, to make better beats. Like, I don't even know them all yet, you know what I'm saying? So many different ways to do the same thing, so many different techniques. So, you know, just the more you do it, the better you'll get. I mean, dude, if I showed you a beat from like just a few months ago compared to like this one, like, this isn't even like one of my most fire beats. Like, I've made way better beats, bro, recently, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at the difference between just a few months ago to now, like, you'll see, like, just keep doing the shit, keep working at it, you'll be straight, you'll chill, you'll get good. People start hitting you up for beats. People are gonna start hitting me up for beats. I already got people hitting me up for beats, you know what I'm saying? So hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe. I'm gonna be making more of these. I'm gonna start doing more tutorials and shit. This video wasn't really much of a tutorial per se. It was kind of just me making a beat and then explaining why I do certain things. But I will be making like tutorials, how to do certain things on FL, like bussing. I didn't do any bussing on this beat, but like, if you wanted to set up buses and stuff, I could make videos on how to do that. How to make, dark melodies, how to make, whatever. So yeah, just subscribe, follow me. You can follow me on Facebook, or not Facebook, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and subscribe to me here. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Is that you? Is that you?